U.S. Customs and Border Protection is doing medical exams on thousands of children in its custody after the death of a second migrant child this month. Homeland Security Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen says the immigration system has been pushed to a breaking point. She says more than 68,000 families and close to 14,000 unaccompanied children have come to the southern border in the past 2 months seeking refuge. Janet Shamlian is near the border in El Paso, Texas, with more. Janet, good morning.
Good morning. The holding centers here at the border are clearly overwhelmed. In the case of that 8-year-old boy who died in U.S. custody, he was first detained here in the U.S., then transferred to New Mexico because of the overcrowding situation. His death now raising concerns about the ability of border agents to care for the thousands of migrants who are now trying to emigrate to the United States.
They're fleeing poverty, they're fleeing violence, they're coming to our country for help.
Congresswoman-elect Veronica Escobar says the death of Guatemala native Felipe Alonso Gomez was another tragedy waiting to happen.
Felipe and his father were apprehended here in El Paso, an urban area where there is significant access to clinics, to physicians, to hospitals. He was transported from an area with resources to an area with fewer resources.
The 8-year-old died from flu-like symptoms after being treated, then released from a hospital. Less than 3 weeks after the death of 7-year-old Jacqueline Call, who died from dehydration and shock. Both deaths are being investigated. Homeland Security Kirstjen Nielsen called the immigration system one that prevents parents who bring their children on a dangerous illegal journey from facing consequences for their actions. She mandated the medical checks of all children in U.S. custody and will travel to the border this week to tour the facilities.
This is an extraordinarily rare occurrence. It's been more than a decade since we've had a child pass away anywhere in a CBP process.
CBP Commissioner Kevin McAleenan appeared on CBS This Morning yesterday. He's now asking for more help from Congress.
Our stations are not built for that group that's crossing today. They were built 30, 40 years ago for single adult males, and we need a different approach.
Erin Curry is one of 1,100 nurse volunteers deployed by National Nurses United to help at the border.
I haven't seen a child without congestion and a cough.
The group calling on the Trump administration to immediately end its practice of warehousing families and children.
They're malnourished, they're dehydrated, and they're scared.
Also straining the system, the number of migrants who are being dropped off by authorities at the El Paso bus station. They have no money, and the shelters, the charitable ones that have been taking them in, are now overflowing themselves. By some accounts, more than 700 have been released since Sunday, many with no place to go.
Such a tough situation, Janet. Thank you.